up? It's your girl, Minister Me, aka All Wheels. And I'm back. Yes, sir. I'm back with another video. I'm getting ready to do some brake pads only because I'm waiting for my new rotors, front and back, and new pads front and back. I wanted the slotted rotors. So I'm going to just change the pads on the front because I'm getting some grinding, and that means that pad is hitting the rotor. No pads, so it's metal hitting metal. So I'm getting ready to tackle this. I've never done any work on this car. I bought this car brand new back in 2008. This is a 2007, but I bought it new in 2008. I have never done any work on this car. Only thing I have ever done to this car is just put gas in it and wash it. That's it. So I'm going to change the pads on here because if I take this to the dealership for them to just put pads on it, that's going to cost a lot of money just for the pads. So going to the dealership is very expensive. That's why I'm glad that God showed me and taught me how to work on cars years and years ago. And so I do all this kind of work myself. So I'm going to hop into this real quick and just throw the pads on here just so that I won't get that grinding noise, and so that I can, just drive it back and forth to work until I get my brand new slotted rotors and pads. All right, I'll get back with you in a second. Stay tuned for this one. This is the first time I ever took this tire off this car in my life, ever. This car always goes to the shop, but the car is 15 years old now. I was messing around with my BMW today, and actually I blew the motor out in the BMW. Oh my God, can you believe it? I blew it out. It was my fault. It was my fault. There's a new motor put in there, and I think I killed the motor. That's my bad, The car overheated and I kept driving on it until I got it home, and smoking everywhere, car tapping, oil everywhere. So, yeah, I think I did some damage. So I'm going to get rid of it anyway. Yes, I'm going to get rid of it. And I don't know what I'm going to get. I already got 4 other cars. I'm going to get rid of it and get me something else. Is this a 13? Yep. Just loosen it a little bit. Let's take this one all the way out. All the way out. So I'm gonna hold this up like this. So these look good. What the heck? And they're still. Let's see, maybe they're not. I'm gonna change them anyway. regardless. Let's check them out. Let me see. Now, what kind of caliper I got? Oh, I got this kind of caliper. Yep, I need a C-clamp. Yes. I need a C-clamp. I don't even have my C-clamp with me. I understand. But they grind on the other side. It's the other side that's grinding. I wonder why. These should be grinding too. See? It's not that bad. Y'all see these? Still got a lot of meat on them. But I'm getting some real harsh grinding on the other side. The rotors are good. I'm gonna clean those off. Let me see the back pad back here. So this one got a lot of meat on it, but this back one is stuck. Look at that. Look at that. I was talking about my brother the other day and talking about how bad his brakes were. Oh my God. But I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest because I like to tell the truth. And as a mechanic, you never let your brakes get like this. But remember, I told you I got 5 cars, really 6. And this car only has, it's a 2007 Chrysler 300C with the Hemi in it, 5.7. I bought it brand new in 2008, but it's a 7. I don't drive this car that much. Right now, presently today in 2022, this car has only 42,000 miles on it. Within that time, I did not have to really change the brakes. I should have been watching out or just did preventive maintenance. What does that mean? Just change them just so you won't have to change them or go through this later on down the road. So Ladybug gang, never let your brakes get like this. Check your brakes at least every 6 months. Check your brakes every 6 months. If you got to go to a dealer, if you got to go to a shop, if you got to go to an alley mechanic such as myself, and find out if your brakes pads need to be changed or rotors need to be changed. So shame on me for not changing them within all that period of time. But like I said, I very rarely drive this car. The miles that's on this car is highway miles. So I've been to Atlanta, Georgia twice, Marietta, Georgia. I've been to Des Moines, Iowa, Carbon, Illinois, Little Rock, Arkansas. So these are highway miles. So anyway, I'm gonna go get my pads. I'm gonna clean up my rotors, and I'm gonna put my pads back on and push my caliper back in, and this side will be done. All right, Ladybugs, I'll be back with you in about 20.2 seconds. Okay, Ladybug gang, I'm back. So now I have the double calipers, 1 and 2. You see it's kind of rusty, so I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna sand this down around here. Still look to be in good condition, but they're out. I have to make sure I push these back in. The reason being is because if I don't push these back in, I won't be able to put that back brake on here. Well, back brake pad, and this will not be able to go back on flushed, you know, like this. That pad won't be able to, this won't be able to close down on top of the pads, okay? So that's the purpose of these caliber boots going back. Well, actually, these are the pistons, the caliber pistons. The boots is the rubber here. So this was, the rubber was poking out and I was pulling it back in. Still look like in good shape. They're not leaking or anything. Appear to be in pretty good shape. And if you saw my pads, the front pad has a lot of meat on it. You see that? It got a lot of shoes on it. So for some reason they're wearing uneven because the one in the back has nothing. So that's why I was getting that grinding noise from I wasn't even hearing it on this side. This is the driver's side. I was hearing it on the passenger side. So I'm going to clean up the rotor. I'm going to clean up the pistons on the caliper. I'm going to push the pistons back. I'm going to install the pads after I put the grease on it. So what did I do with the grease? I had it in my hand. Now that's something, here it is. It's something I'm going to definitely need. And so we're going to need this to put on the brake pads. And that's just so that you won't get a burning smell when you drive the car. Okay? And you won't get no noise. You know, you might get some squeaking and stuff like that. This will prevent that. All right, I always apply some of this, just a light little coat on each pad, on the inner and outer pad. Okay, so let me clean up this rotor. Let me push the piston back and add some brake lubricant to the pads. Put this back down, bolt it back up, and that side is done. I'll get ready to do the next side. All right. Let me see. Okay, that's I'm done. You want to get some of this rust off of it. I got a wire, small little wire brush, and I could have used, and this will work just fine. Okay, that should be okay. That should do it for this side. All right, let me get me a towel, clean towel. Oh. Ain't necessarily gotta be clean. I need a towel just to wipe this off. Okay. Be careful, you don't want to put none of this stuff on your boots, because this stuff will ruin the boots. The boots are these little black things here. Boots. I'm gonna wear those out. They're not the best. I ain't cleaning up the best, but it's better than it was. Certainly better than what it was. All right, now I'm gonna push the calipers back. Now, I mean the pistons back. I'm sorry. All right, I'll be back, gang. Okay, Ladybug gang, back. So I cleaned the rotor off with some brake cleaner. I cleaned off the pistons and the for the caliper. Now I'm going to push the pistons back. Show y'all how to do that. That's a C-clamp. That's going to push the pistons back so that I can get the brakes on. Let's see. Open up the brakes. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. These are the brakes I'm gonna put on. Brand new brakes. Cut them. Just to help it push it back. So we're gonna break the piston. Twist it in. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. All right. So, see that piston is pushed back in. And then when you push this one in, put the brakes back on, put the screws back in, put the tire back on, put the lugs back on. You gotta pump your brakes. Make sure you pump your brakes before you move, before you pull off. Pump your brakes so these can open back up against the pads. All right. So that one is in. Let's get this other one in, okay? Hold on. Let's see. I clean behind here too, on the other side. Okay. Let's tackle this other one. Okay. What did I do with that other thing? Do y'all know what I did with that old brake pad? That's one thing being about a mechanic. When you be working with your tools and you set stuff down, stuff be right in your face. And it's like, I just had it. That ever happened to you before? You working on something, you know you just had it. Where is that? It be right in your face. Right in your face. Sometimes people put a piece of wood back here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. I had to go buy this CV clamp. I got I promise you I got about 6 of them. But I'm in my mama's garage. And I got them at my house. I got a lot of tools here, but I just didn't bring the sequence. I don't know why I didn't do it. Alright. So the piston, this one back more. That's okay, it's gonna push back out. That's back enough. I think that's back enough. So now we got the pads. We got a brand new pads. That I'm gonna install. Brand new. Don't forget to put the grease on it. Okay, what I do with the grease? There it is. Just put it light. Put it on lightly. You gotta put it on heavy. Put it on lightly. Prevent squeaking and brake dust. And the smell, you know, like it's, you know, sometimes you stop, it smell like something burning. Be your brakes, your pads. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Push up. Push in. Gotta push it in. Okay, that one is in. Now I gotta get on the ground for this one, ladybugs. I gotta get on the ground for this one. Yes, sir, I gotta get on the ground for this one. So I'm gonna buy, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order brand new rotors for the front, brand new rotors for the back, pads for the front, pads for the back. It's come as a set for about $260, $300. But I'm gonna get the calipers that slotted. The ones that got the little holes in it, they got the slots in it. But I'm putting these on right now just so, because those were bad. I'm still driving this. I'm almost kind of making this my everyday car until I get my truck fixed, because my truck is leaking gas. So y'all gonna see me fix that. I bought a gas tank for it. It was the wrong tank. It was too long. It was a 33-inch. I needed a 25-inch tank. And I had to send it back and get my money back. So it's okay. That's fine. You know, it is what it is. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. So I got my money back. I haven't checked to see if they put my money back on it, but I think they did. So now let's see if I can just put this back on here without having to get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Who say that? The police. Get on the ground. Let me see your hands. Get on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna have to get on the ground for real, y'all. No joke. Let me get down there. Get on the ground. Okay, I got both pads on and everything. All right. So I gotta find both bolts. I thought I put them in a designated place. That's obviously not. Okay. Let's go back in here. All right, Ladybug gang. So you take the lugs off. First, there's a cap that goes onto the rim. Take the cap off. Take the lugs off. Take the tire off. Take the bottom. When you're changing the pads and you're not changing the rotors, all you have to do is take off that bottom bolt. Loosen this up a little bit so it'll swing back and forth like this, because if it's real tight, it's not going to move. So just break the bolt back here, which is this one was a size 13 millimeter. Break that bolt. Let it stay in there. Don't take it out. Take this one out and just lift this up. The piston's going to be sticking out. Take your C-clamp, push your pistons back in. If they need to be cleaned, clean them off, because mine was really, really rusted. Well, we cleaned them off a little bit. Pretty good. And then you do everything in reverse. So you don't have to take the rotor off. If you take the rotor off, there's a bracket. This bracket right here, see this bracket here? This bracket would have to come off. Once this bracket come off, and there's some bolts back here. I think these are, let me feel these. No, that's not it. They're in the back. I think those are 18s, if I'm not mistaken. You got to take the bracket off. Once you take the bracket off, then this rotor can come off. Okay? There's not a little star key, anything that bolts it down. So once you take the bolts off, this should come right off. When you take this bracket off, that's when you can change the rotor. So next time I come in here, I'm going to change the rotors all the way around and the brakes. So you're going to do everything in reverse. So now all you got to do now is just take this and pull it down in its place. All right. And the bolt. Here's the bolt. I'm going to spray it with some WD-40. Spray it with some WD-40. WD-40, spray it. Some WD-40. And put it back in the slot. Put it back down here. Make sure it's lined up. It's got to be lined up. Sometimes you got to make sure it's lined up. So, play around with it a little bit. Like I said, this is the first time I ever did work on this car. The car always go to the shop. But the car getting older, so certain stuff I am going to take it back. Like, you know, I do tune-ups and stuff all the time. I mean, I could easily do that on this car, but I'm not going to let them do it. Because there's a Hemi in here. This car's so fast, boy. Woo! Boy. This car, boy, I'm finna tell you right now. This ain't no joke. This car's something else. That's all I got to say. And this car is something else, here. Anybody got a Dodge Charge or Chrysler 300C with the Hemi in it, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody that got a Hemi in it, period. It's tight. Now, a lot of these bolts have to be tightened to a certain specification. But I just don't have that tool right now. So I'm going to tighten it as tight as I can with my woman's strength. Amen. And then just see how that works out. Just make sure it's tight. All right, give it a little snug. I use the pole so that I can tighten it tighter. Or like if I want to break a bolt, I'll use this pole to give me more leverage to break the bolt off. So let's do this. We're going to put the tire on now. Jack it back down and go do the other side. And then we'll be done. The passenger side is the worst. All right, it's tight enough. I need more rub. This is my mama garage. Yeah. In my garage, I work in my driveway usually. Yeah. If I'm at my house. Okay. Okay already. All right. This the alley mechanic way, y'all. The thing of it is that I just thank God I know how to fix cars. I can do anything to a car. I can pull out a motor, do a transmission, and I'll tell y'all the story how I learned how to work on cars. Very interesting story. Very interesting story. But I thank God that it happened. Yep. Some time. One second time. All right, so now I am going to take this jack from over here. Put the jack from under there. Ladybug gang, when y'all finish, do not forget to put your cap back on, okay? Let me see if I can find it. It is here. Yeah, don't forget to put the cap back on. Okay. So, that's got to be even with that. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's cool. Put it in right here. And there you have it. So now, I have to go in the car and pump the brakes. I'm going to turn the car around. I'm going to pump the brakes. Let's pump it a few times. Okay. So now, Ladybug, that's how you put on pads on a 2007 Chrysler 300C with the Hemi in it. And any Chrysler 300C, any brakes, that's how you do them. Brakes are so easy to do. They're really easy, a lot of fun to tackle. So I'm getting ready to do the other side, but I'm not going to do it on camera. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, please let me know down in the comments what you want to see me fix. If you want me to do oil change, if you want me to do tune-ups, if you want me to do brakes, if you want me to do a radiator, tell me what it is that you want to see me do, and I'll make a video of it. All right, God bless each and every last one of you, you and your family. God bless, and have a wonderfully blessed day. See you on my next video.